today I'm just going to be showing you a drill that can keep your pitching and flipping accurate and just as strong as where it was in the summer or fall or wherever you left off bass fishing. Now this is an exercise to really be done all winter. I'm sorry I'm bringing you this drill so late, but I have a couple months before I can hit the water anyway because game fish doesn't open till the 4th of May, I believe, in Wisconsin this year. So got a while, so I'm just going to be bringing informational videos, maybe some panfish if the water ever opens up before bass fishing. But before I get started, I want to give a quick shout out to my new sponsor, MDO Custom Jigs out of Illinois. Great company. I'm going to be having a huge unboxing from them, ordering it tonight when I get my paycheck in. Just going to be great quality stuff. Can't wait to get my hands on this jig, and I can't wait to get my hands on that t-shirt as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started here. Alright, so basically, a couple things to keep in mind when you're pitching and flipping. Depending on what size cover, I don't really do, not saying I don't never fish heavy cover, but I don't have a specialized rod for it. I basically do all my pitching and flipping with this. This is Shimano Crucial Worm jig rod, 30-pound Power Pro, and then I got my Shimano Core 50 MG7 on here. Just a great all-around setup. 30-pound braid and just a little swim jig is 90% of the time. That's what I'm pitching to docks and swimming it out, or just jigging it straight up and down. So I'm gonna get started here. Basically, first thing you want to keep in mind is every pitch, to improve your accuracy, you want to have your lure basically parallel with your reel. That gives you enough line out for the pendulum, and it just make you a whole lot more accurate. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're pitching, you don't want the bait to be swinging up and then at the end of the cast dropping straight in. That's kind of more of a punching method, and even with a punching, you want to flip it up in the air a little bit higher and then get it to drive through the weeds. But you want to keep this parallel to the water as long as you can. So when it drops in, it's just a little boom instead of a ka-doom, just a little subtle sound, and it might get the fish's attention, but not as much as a big splash. And that spooks a lot of fish up by me. So you got to be really careful when you're pitching and flipping. Another thing to keep in mind is if you're a right-hander and you love pitching and flipping, I recommend you learn how to crank with a left-handed reel, or do what I learned to do and pitch with your left hand. Now, a lot of right-handed people, meaning you're reeling with your right hand, they hold their rod in the right hand, bait parallel, like I said, and then they just make their pitch. Well, then you have to switch hands and engage the reel. That is a lot of time on the water. Switching hands, it can get tedious over day when you're doing this all day long just to make a few pitches to a dock. Just teach yourself to learn like I did. I learned to pitch with my left hand. Now I feel actually with my left hand, I feel that I get a lot more rocket out of that bait, a lot more pop, if you will. The bait goes farther, it goes faster, and speed is everything in this. The faster you can get that bait to travel, the farther it's going to be going. It's just all in the wrist movement, keeping that bait parallel, just sliding along the water. Now obviously I'm pitching on carpet right now, so you just want to keep in mind bounces won't count, because lures don't bounce in the water unless you're skipping them really hard. So basically wherever your bait hits the first time on the carpet, that's where it's going in the water. I just got a couple targets set up down my hallway, a couple of the GoPro boxes, the clear plastic tops on them. I got them set, kind of inlet to make the structure a little bit less. The surface area that I'm trying to hit a little bit less. And as you get better, you just keep decreasing the size of stuff you're pitching at. I know people who practice with like quarters and dimes and stuff, and I think that's all pretty cool. But if you're pitching to keep yourself accurate all winter, you're going to be able to hit it in the spring. And if that's a bedded fish and I can see them, that's an advantage I have. I can get that bait in there quietly, and I can let it sink to the bottom onto their bed, strip off a little bit of line, let that bait fall on semi-slack line, and then I can fish that bed from a long distance away, and it just makes you that much better bed fishing. It's gonna increase your hookup ratios all year long. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please comment and subscribe. Go check out MDO Custom Jigs. I'll leave a link to the website in the description below. Got an awesome color palette. Just came out with a sick looking bluegill color. Really like it. Got a really great looking website. They got apparel on there and jigs, and all jigs are $3. So it's just a very good deal. You don't have to have PayPal to buy it. You can just do the PayPal later thing. But great jigs, great company, and very excited to get them in my hands and be working with this company this upcoming season. So this has been Wisconsin Angling Outdoors. Clay with you today. Hope you guys have a good day. See you guys later.